Shalom. And we want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and double honors to the elders at GMS, Salakia, and bless the elect and the brothers out there teaching truth and sincerity. And, we wanted to go over Isaiah chapter 24 today, which pretty much talks about the downfall of America, downfall of Babylon, Egypt, Sodom, because it's known as all of that, And, once again, give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and double honor to the elders at GMS, Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah 24, verse 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof.
Yeah, the Most High is going to make the earth empty and make it waste by bringing judgment upon people. Because somebody grab 1 Samuel 2:16 right quick. You grab it, you hold that. The point of people dying is judgment, things that they did in the past or things that they did in the life that they live in. Because there is a such thing as reincarnation, which is a whole other subject. But that's the point of dying, feeling that sting. Once you read about in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, feeling that sting, it depended on what you did, Like Enoch, Elijah, and the Lord, Yahushai, they got translated. They was beamed up into the chariots, the clouds, which are the chariots and everything. So, read that again, brother.
It says, behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste.
Yeah, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste. So, you got a lot of things going on nowadays because it's judgment time, man. Like, the Lord didn't let this place do all this wickedness. He didn't got the rap sheet on it, So now it's time to bring that judgment upon the people as well as the wicked place, man. Because the people are wicked because the place is wicked and vice versa. That's the reason why the Lord has to destroy America by thermonuclear fire is to cleanse humanity, really. To put the rightful rulers in rulership, man. You got that?
You said 2:15?
2:16.
2:16. All right. 1 Samuel 2:16. And if any man said unto him, let them not fail to burn the fat presently.
It might be. It might be 2 Samuel. 4:6.
Yeah, I think it's 2 Samuel.
Lord kill it and make it alive.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm like, that's not right there.
I still got that one, too. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, verse 6.
No, let him get it.
Okay.
Oh, it's 2 and 6, not 2 and 16. Okay, Salakia about that. Go ahead.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
Yeah, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. Anybody that die in this world, they don't die innocent, according to Job 4 and 7. And the Lord He does the killing and He maketh alive. Anybody been born into this world, it's the Lord's doing, man. So if a woman have a miscarriage or anything, even if she go out and be wicked as all outdoors and have an abortion, that's the Lord's doing on a deeper level for that child not to have that life, man. So anything, any death or any life that comes into this world or out of this world, it's the Lord's doing. Go ahead.
The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave.
He bringeth down to the grave, which is known as hell in the scriptures. The grave is known as hell. It's no place with a guy with horns and a pitchfork and you're going to take hot showers and eat hot food and walk on hot coals or swim in a lake of fire or burn in a lake of fire or whatever. That's no mercy, man. That's a made-up fairy tale going back to the story of Hades, the underworld god and all of that, man. Everybody goes to heaven, but the Lord killeth and maketh alive, and He bringeth down to the grave. Go ahead.
And bringeth up.
And bringeth up. Also, anybody that's in a low estate, as well as the children of Israel, we're in this low estate right now. America is our captivity, man. This is our punishment right now for going off from the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. So that's why we're in the condition that we in. That's why we in the condition of being brought down low to the grave. But He also bringeth up. So that's why the Lord is giving the first step is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that the Lord has given us. You know, that's the first step of us rising up. You know, and then from the spiritual aspect is going to go to a physical aspect to where the Lord is going to give us the power to take down this kingdom, as well as He's going to take down this kingdom, as well as with the angels and the chariots. And then New Jerusalem is going to be established, and this kingdom of Esau, the so-called white man, is going to be no more, man. All right, that's it to that. Go ahead.
Isaiah 24 verse 2. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priests. I'll start back from the top. 24 and 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priests, as with the servant, so with the master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him.
Yep, go ahead.
The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled.
Yeah, so no matter what level you're on, if you the giver or the taker or the borrower or the borrowee, no matter who you are, what position you have, is America is going to get off bad for you, man. If you have a business and if you have customers that come in, those customers ain't going to have money to give you money to continue running your business. That's what's coming to America. The downfall of the economy, downfall of this society, this whole American system, you know, to where it's going to be all chaotic, to where people are going to start looting and people are going to start home invasions and taking what they want and everything. But you're going to have people out here taking TVs and DVDs and PS3s and all these electronics, which none of that is going to matter, man. That's not going to help you survive what's coming to America. As you read in Matthew chapter 24, it tells you it's going to be like a time that has never been before. You know, it's going to be a whole lot of killings, man. A whole lot of killings. A lot of death, a lot of destruction, a lot of pain, a lot of plagues. All of that is coming to America, man. It might seem cool because you, like I always say, you get up, you go to work, and you get your check every 2 weeks or every week or whatever, whenever you get paid, and you can go buy whatever you want or spend your money on whatever you feel the need to. But that's not, you're not going to live that fantasy, man. You're not going to live that fantasy forever. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 3, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled.
Utterly empty and utterly spoiled, because everything is going to be taken from America. All its imports and all its exports, all of that is going to fail in America. All of that is going to fail in America to the point where America is not going to be able to do business with nobody. That's why they killed Gaddafi, because he wanted to deal in gold. They can't handle that pressure because they don't have money like that. But everybody sit around and act like America is the richest country or something. You know? Go ahead.
Just speak on that. That goes into that Revelation, what I believe is Revelation is 18.
Yeah.
You know, it goes into that.
Standing afar off and everything. Yeah.
Because America's not going. It's not going to be that glorious kingdom anymore.
Now you do have some countries that do dealings with America, but once America can't really stand and they see that America's in trouble and America's destroyed, they're going to be mourning because they're going to feel like, well, I can't do without getting business from America, you know. But whether anybody believe it or not, America's going to be destroyed, you know. Go ahead.
The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken this word.
Yeah, for the Lord has spoken this word. So this is the Lord's word, which means He's not going to lie. He's not a power that He should lie. So anything that the Lord says is going to come to pass, or it didn't happen. Go ahead.
The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
The haughty people. Who is the haughty people? That's proud, man. Boastful. That's what haughty is. So who is those people? The so-called white man. Esau. And it said they do what?
It says the haughty people of the earth do languish.
They do languish. Go ahead, look that word up, brother.
I got you.
Okay.
The word languish is amal, which means to be weak.
Yeah. To be weak. Because the Lord gave them this power that they have to be ruling over us. So the Lord is going to strip them of that power, and they're going to be, hey, what it say? Is that in Psalms?
Yeah.
Has they become weak as we?
Okay.
Or it might be Isaiah 14. It might be Isaiah, but the other nations,
Yes.
the other nations looking at America, at Esau, like, have they become weak as we, man? You know, because the other nations, they have nuclear power as well, you know, so there's no point in being scared of the bully. If you 5'2", weigh 113 pounds, and you have this bully who's 5'9", weigh 160 pounds, and y'all in the same grade, and summer come, and the next grade come, 6th grade come, and he done went down to 150, and you at 175, and you at 5'11", you gonna whoop his ass. You're not scared of him. You're not the little guy no more. So it's like, hey, you come weak like me. You a little weak now, you know. You're a little frail looking over there, you know. So you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, get back at him if you need to get back at him. He try to come and take your lunch money, you're gonna knock him out, man. So that's how the other nations is looking at America. You know, have you become weak as we? You know, they languish. The haughty people languish.
Yeah, it goes in on it.
They pretty good right now, but once the manifestation of the crumbling of America comes about, the more these Edomites is going to realize that their kingdom is going down. Go ahead.
It says to be weak, to droop, to languish.
To droop, to languish. Go ahead.
To be exhausted.
To be exhausted. Go ahead.
Past particle of the heart. Mm-hmm. To be weak, to droop, to be or to grow feeble. To be or to grow feeble. So y'all gonna grow feeble, which is weak, man. Something is feeble is weak. So that's what y'all gonna become. It's not at that, you know, that the pinnacle just yet, at the top of the peak, but it's coming, man. This is a Lord's story. It's gonna hit that climax to where y'all gonna lose y'all power, and it's all downhill from there, man. Go ahead. To languish, definitely.
Okay. Keep continuing, bro.
You want to get that Isaiah 14, or?
Go ahead and get it. If it's right to the point, go ahead and get it.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 14, and verse 10 says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou become weak as we?
Yeah, and thou become weak as we. That's all the people you in confederates with. What's that? Psalms 83?
Yeah.
Psalms 83, you know, the different nations that you in confederacy with. That y'all done came together and how to oppress and continue to keep down the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which is the Israelites today that's spoken of in the Bible. So that's what they thinking. Have y'all become weak as we? Go ahead.
Art thou become like unto us?
Yeah, become like unto us. Go ahead.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Yep, that pomp, that courage, that pride, you know, go ahead.
And the noise of thy vows.
And the noise of thy vows.
The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Yep, go ahead. So death is all around you, man. Like it tells you in Job. You know, matter of fact, can you look up that word pump just to check it out?
In Isaiah 14?
Yeah, Isaiah 14, what verse?
Verse 11.
Yeah, verse 11. You know, so at the end of the day, no matter how much money, well, it really does matter how much money America pumps into the economy, because that just worsens the currency, man. It brings that currency down. So the more money they use and the more money they print off, the worse the economy is going to get.
Hyperinflation.
That hyperinflation, which comes to stagflation, which is recession. I believe it's recession and hyperinflation at the same time, man. So you have a lack of jobs, and you have everything been costing more and more, you know, by the day, to where the society just crumbles, man, to where they're going to have to bring in a new currency. And for the most part, they're looking forward to bringing in that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast spoken of in Revelation 13. You got it?
Yeah. Butcher that is.
The Hebrew word Ga'awan.
Ga'awan, which means exaltation, majesty, or pride.
Yeah, your height that you at, man. Your exaltation, your majesty, your pride. You forgot the Lord put you where you at, man. You thought you got to where you was at by yourself, man. So that brought your pride. You know what I'm saying? I did this on my own. I can bring about my own plan now. I can upset the prophecies, you know. I done came from being a caveman up to having the 2013 Camaro or whatever, you know. Go ahead.
Majesty, exaltation, excellence.
Excellence. You have the best of the best. You can't fight that. You can't hide that. You have the best of the best, and you want the best of the best, and you continue to do whatever you have to do to make sure you have the best of the best. That's why we ran into Edomite last night, who's a 2-time loser. You even got your own people out there with a plastic cup shaking change, man. In a cup, looking for change to eat, to live. That's wicked, man. But that's how selfish y'all is. That's exactly how selfish y'all is. But our kingdom is going to be complete opposite, man. We all going to eat. Now, of course, you're going to have some people that eat more than others. But all Israel as a whole, we going to eat, man. And you Edomites, y'all going to serve us in slavery, man. Y'all going to serve us. The Japanese going to serve us. The Chinese going to serve us. The East Indians going to serve us. The Hamites going to serve us. The Japhites going to serve us, man. If you're not no Negro, Latino, or Native American, you're going to serve us. But you devils, man, who run America, oppressing our people, y'all going to get it the worst. You know,
Arabs
fill your
too.
cup double. Yeah, you Arabs too.
I don't think we forgot you,
Yeah,
man.
y'all somewhat like our cousins, but y'all gonna get it too, man. You know, but we really after these devils, man. They the ones that did everything. All you other nations, y'all gonna serve us. Y'all gonna have your own lands and y'all gonna pay tribute. But you devils, we gonna be killing the hell out of y'all, man, until the day that we exterminate y'all. Every day that it ain't the Sabbath, y'all gonna be getting it.
I had a precept.
Go
What
ahead.
you said about
It's a little bit more
Oh, go ahead.
Because it said majesty, exaltation, or excellence, and that's of either the nations, of the Most High, or of the Jordan. But it also says pride and arrogance. And
Pride and arrogance. You crackers is arrogant, man. You go on the YouTube comment board, they talking all of this shit. That they talking so much shit that they won't even say it in your face. They over that keyboard, so they arrogant. You know, I remember about 3 years ago, Cracker left a comment talking about y'all ain't got nothing, y'all living in the ghettos. I got a such and such Corvette and all of that. That Corvette ain't gonna outrun the missiles, man. The only thing that gonna outrun the missiles is the mercy and the grace of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. This is y'all kingdom. It's good that you have a Corvette. And I have the car that I have. He got the car that he have, and he had the car that he had. It's good. You know, we might race right now, and we might lose. But at the end of the day, that spiritual race, y'all already lost, man. Because it was predestined for the elect of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans to get that salvation. You had to eat him out yesterday. He wanted salvation so bad. Every 20 minutes he hopping up talking about Edomite. He found this scripture. Bring it out, man.
He was wiping his eyes too.
Bring that shit out, yeah.
Though he saw it carefully with tears.
Though he saw it carefully with tears, man. We had another lady out there who seemed like she could be Israel, but you know, like we were saying in the video, we don't know. But she was also crying, man, because the truth hurts, man. When they tell you that the truth hurt, this is the main truth that hurt, man. Reality. This is reality, man. You try to keep it 100 with your woman, it's gonna hurt her.
You see it on his face. He was devastated.
Yeah, he'd sit over there and be all quiet and listen, and then he'd get that arrogance come about, you know what I'm saying, that pump. And he start bringing about, y'all ain't read in the New Testament. We done read Hebrews, we done read Acts, we done read Matthew, we definitely done read Revelations, John, Romans. But you sit here and that arrogance cover your eyes, man, and you talking about we ain't reading the New Testament, man. Just so because you want to be saved, but you're not going to get it.
I got a precept on that, then I got another one.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword,
Yeah.
piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Of soul and spirit. So this word cuts deep to your spirit, man. That's why people be crying. And people, oh, you so mean and all of this. Boy, we don't care, man. Like the brother, I don't care. You know? I don't care, man, what you think, man. Y'all done did everything y'all done did. And now y'all want forgiveness, y'all want grace, and y'all want mercy. It's too late, man. This word cuts to the spirit, man. Go ahead.
And of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
And a discerner of the thoughts, the judgment of the thoughts, and the what?
And intents of the heart.
And the intents of the heart, man. So through this word, we filter righteous judgment. And people accept their judgment or they deny their judgment, but at the end of the day, what? It's still their judgment. If you're not meant to make it, you're not meant to make it. If it's meant for you to be an Edomite and you go to slavery, that's your judgment, man. Okay. But this word cut them deep. That's why they cry. You know, and that's why they want to whine and they get upset, man, because truth is truth, man. It tells you that in First Esdras, man. What's greater, wine, women, or truth? That truth is greater, man. At the end of the day, that truth was wine, women, and what else? The wine, no, it was wine, the woman, or the king was greater. And then they said, at the end of the day, they said the truth, man. The truth is what prevails all, man. You know? Go ahead.
That precept was fascinating. Go back to Isaiah. It's Isaiah 24 and verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Yeah, under the inhabitants thereof, because the wicked is ruling right now. So the earth is going to be defiled. You know, the water, the herbs, the fruit, the air, all of that in the philosophy, the thought process, you know, the religious beliefs or the faith, all of that is polluted, man. Because this so-called white man is ruling. He even got his own people thinking that they got a chance of salvation. That's wrong for you to have a kingdom and got your people to think in their kingdom that they have a chance of salvation in another person's kingdom. Like, that's just wrong. You dirty, man. Go ahead.
That's how they keep them down in this kingdom. So they can get the full benefits of the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? So they can reap all the fruit.
Y'all so selfish that y'all don't know the higher elites of y'all is selfish, man. That's y'all fault. Go ahead.
Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance.
Transgress the laws. Then y'all take this Bible into y'all hand, and y'all done changed the ordinances, man. Giving homosexuals rights, women rights over men. You know what I'm saying? Saying is child protective service. You can't whoop your child. The scriptures say, man, whoop your child, man. Spare the rod, spoil the child. It ain't saying don't whoop your child and spoil your child. It said if you spare that rod, your child will be spoiled, man. That's why you got all these fucking gangs and shit out here, man. Because they didn't get their ass whooped when they was younger. They ain't had no father figure and everything, man. Because Esau got this whole system set up exactly how I wanted, with no man in the household. It all goes back to this devil. Everything goes back to this devil ruling, man. That's why the Lord got to destroy this place. Go ahead.
You got the Edomite kids, you know, on the Edomite
bombs and shit.
Bombs in the garage.
Yeah, Edomite lose his job. He kill his whole family. He kill his household. Like, you don't see Jake doing that, man.
No discipline, man.
Go ahead.
It says changed because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah, y'all took this Bible in your hands, so y'all become a part of it. Since y'all didn't keep part of it, they ain't even keep part of it. Therefore, y'all gonna get the judgment, man. That's written in Revelations. If you change anything, add to or take from this word, you get the curses written of in this word, man. So that's exactly what the Edomites, the so-called white man, Esau, is going to receive. Go ahead.
Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Yeah, it's okay now, but you got people dying left and right. I didn't have so many people close to people that's close to me that didn't die. It's just getting down to the wire, and all I can do is say, this is the Lord's judgment, man. Go ahead.
The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth.
Yeah, so everything is not fun and games is what it used to be, man. You know, it's getting harder to live. It's getting harder to survive. You got people losing their jobs. It ain't easy as it was. And then on top of that, we not even at the worst of that, man. Because you still have a lot of people who have jobs and a lot of people who make a living. You know? Go ahead.
They shall not drink wine with They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yeah, because it tells you in Sirach that wine with music is a good thing, basically. You know, it feels good to drink, have a little drink and listen to music. Because that brings a little mirth, brings a little comfort, man. So, at the end of the day, y'all not even going to have that much comfort, man. Because you're not going to be thinking about wine and no music. You're going to be thinking about what's your next meal. Can you still get a job? Can you make it to the next day? That's the what's going to happen to this society, man. That's going to be the thought process of everybody, which is going to turn the love of many cold to where they like, I can't show brotherly love, that neighborly love that everybody talk about now, and they actually have the chance to show it, you know, but they're going to be forced not to show it when food gets scarce, resources get scarce, housing gets scarce. When things get scarce out here, you know, that chance is gonna go out the window. Go ahead.
This place damn sure deserves it, man.
You got any definitions?
Yeah, I've been looking.
Okay.
Verse 10. The city of confusion.
Oh, the city of confusion. Is this not the daughter of Babylon? Babylon goes to the Hebrew word babal, which means confusion. This is that city, man. A confusion. Homosexuals thinking they deserve right. Women thinking they can talk over their men. Children thinking they can talk to their mom or their parents like the way that they talk to them, man. Esau can come in and take your kid if you whooping your kid or something, man. Yeah. If you go upside your woman head for fucking up, you know what I'm saying, committing adultery or something, they can put you in jail for that. This is a city of confusion. Everything is backwards. It don't make sense. You know?
The reason why they can do that is because if you go into the law, the law of the land, okay, not the scriptures, you go into the law of the land, Esau's land, this civilization revolves around women.
Hey, well they said this Bible is the law of the land.
Yeah,
so like it said, but you know, I understand what you're saying, going to the laws that they did, they wicked decrees, man.
Okay.
You know, they unrighteous decrees as spoken of in Isaiah 10. You know, but like I said, they broken the everlasting covenant, man, and changed the laws and the ordinances of the Most High. They turned everything upside down. Go ahead.
That confusion.
Go ahead, you can get it.
It's Tahawa. Says formlessness, confusion, unreality.
Unreality, man. That's a major definition of that word. Unreality, man. Because a lot of people living in America is living in a fantasy fucking world, man. Excuse my French. But this is all a fantasy to them because they don't believe that missiles can come over here. They don't believe that McDonald's is going to shut down one day. Burger King and Subway and all these fast food places is going to shut down one day. And the grocery markets is going to be scarce of food and water. And the convenience stores is not going to be convenient anymore. They don't see that coming. This place is unreality. Go ahead.
Emptiness.
Emptiness. Yep. Vain. To live in America and actually have the American dream is vain, man. That's empty. An empty thought in your head. Go ahead. Because even if you had a dream about being an entertainer and you make it there, what's next? The economy's still going to crash. This society's still going to be burned to shit. You know, so at the end of the day, So at the end of the day, it's empty, man. You're doing it all in vain. There's no reason for doing it. You know, go ahead.
Formlessness of primeval earth, nothingness, empty space, that which is empty or unreal of idols, wasteland, wilderness of a solitary place.
Solitary place. This is our prison right here. America is not our rest. This is our prison, our punishment. This is what we're going through right now. Our punishment from the Heavenly Father. This is our solitary right here. Go ahead.
Place of chaos.
Place of chaos. Because even though things seem like they're in order now, there's still chaos. Because you got serial killers running around. You got them letting these kind of people and that kind of people out of the prisons that's still doing whatever the hell they want to do, can continue to make the society more wicked and continue to keep people looking over their shoulders or whatever. It's out of order, man. A land of confusion. Go ahead.
Vanity.
Vanity. Vain. Empty. Goes back to the emptiness, man. Living in America, prospering for the American dream is vain.
I got a precept for you. This is Sirach 34:1. The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lift up fools.
Yeah, your American dream, that lift up a fool. Because a wise man will read the scriptures and the Lord give him that understanding and realize any dream, quote unquote American dream you have in this place is going to be vain. It's going to fail you because it's not going to prosper you at the end of the day. You know?
Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind.
Yeah, whoso regardeth dreams is as him that catcheth at the shadow and do what? And follow the wind? Yeah, you can't follow the wind and you can't catch a shadow. There's no way you're going to be able to grab your shadow and lift it up and swing it in the air like you just don't care.
Some Peter Pan type stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes on. That was the point.
It's not going to happen. You know, it's cool. It's cool. Go ahead.
Job 10:21. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness.
Land of darkness. There's no light in this place. The truth is here, but it's darkened to so many people, man, because that's because they look evil for good and good for evil. Go ahead.
In the shadow of death.
Because it's that land of confusion, and it's because it's the shadow of death, man. That's why our people go through all kind of crazy deaths in this place. Because for one, we under punishment, and two, they not keeping the laws and statutes and commandments of the Heavenly Father, man. Go ahead.
A land of darkness, as darkness itself.
Yep. Yeah, this place itself is darkness. For the most part, this place don't even self-illuminate itself, man, because it's so wicked. Spiritually, you know. Go ahead.
And of the shadow of death.
Yep.
Without any order.
Yeah, because what does a shadow do? A shadow follows you, right? So it being the shadow of death, death follows you everywhere around, man. Left, right, up and down, whatever. It surrounds you. You know, because this place is so wicked, man. It's so chaotic. It's so out of order. You never know when you gonna go. You can't trust your own people. You damn sure can't trust a white man. You're not even supposed to trust his ass. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Without any order.
Without any order. Go ahead.
And where light is as darkness.
And where light is as darkness, man. So this truth is as darkness. That's why a lot of people can't see it. Because the Lord, for one, blinded their eyes to it. But then again, even them seeing us on the highways and byways, refuting all of they knowledge and all of their worldly wisdom, they still can't accept the fact that this is the truth. They always have to find an excuse for it to be the reason not to be the truth, man. You know, that place without the light, darkness without light, with no light in it. That's it?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Isaiah 24 verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down.
Yeah, the city of America is broken down, man. It's breaking down and it's going to be completely broken down. Go ahead.
Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
Yep.
Excuse me. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened.
Yeah, that wine crying for in the streets is this truth, man. This knowledge. Once this society really crumbles and a manifestation come by, the Lord's going to have a famine of his word according to Amos 8 and 11. So it's going to be a famine of his word. So that wine, you know, you can't put new wine into old bottles. That represents this truth, man. They so stuck in their ways that they can't accept this truth. So it's going to be a cry for that truth, man. And they're not going to be able to find it, nor hear it, nor search it out, man. If they run into a Bible, they're not going to be able to understand it. because they have nobody to teach it to them, because the Lord sent his teachers out. And now it's time for a famine of that word. You know, going back to the book of Eli, he had the last Bible. You know, that was a famine of the word. He had the last Bible, and the Lord sent him on a mission.
And like you said, it's going to be too late. You know? Like I said before. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened.
All joy is darkened. It's not going to be fun and games when it manifests. Go ahead.
The mirth of the land is gone.
Yeah, the happiness, the smiles, the giggles, and the laughter of the land is gone, man. All that neighborly love is going to be out the window. All of your false hope, your false dreams, your false faith, all of that is going to be out of the window. Go ahead.
In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction.
Yep. And this place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Go ahead.
When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. They shall lift up their voice. They shall sing for the majesty of the Lord. They shall cry aloud from the sea.
Yeah, that's the elect right there, man. That's the men of the Lord crying loud, lifting up the Lord. Lifting up the name of the Lord and praising him, man. That's the elect right there. The remnant that the Lord is going to give salvation to. Go ahead.
Wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires, even the name of the Lord, power of Israel, in the isles of the sea.
Yeah, you gotta have that name. That name is key. So anybody out there not believing in the name or teaching that name, or not praying in that name, you doing it all in vain, man. You a part of this confusion that's going around here. Go ahead.
From the uttermost part of the earth have we heard songs, even glory to the righteous.
Yeah, even glory to the righteous, man. Because they the ones that put in work for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So they the ones that's going to receive that reward. Go ahead.
But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yea, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously.
Yeah, who is that? The so-called white man, The wicked. The devil. Go ahead.
Fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitants of the earth. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit.
Yeah, so there's no escaping your judgment. You know, if you don't make it to the missiles, you're gonna be killed by martial law, or you're gonna die in a famine, die in a concentration camp, die through a race war. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you're gonna die. If it's not meant for you to make it, you're not gonna make it. Go ahead.
And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare.
Yeah. So he that do escape some kind of tragedy and end up hiding out for a little bit and come from that place, he gonna be taken in the snare, man. So he still is gonna be taken. There's no escaping your judgment. The only people who the Lord is going to protect and cover and watch over is the elect, the ones that's meant to receive that salvation, and the ones that's meant to endure to the end. Go ahead.
For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake. The earth utterly is broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard.
Yep.
It shall be removed like a cottage.
And how is it going to reel to and fro like a drunkard? Through the thermonuclear missiles, man. When them bombs hit the continent of America, North America, it's going to reel to and fro. It's going to shake this whole continent, man. And that's going to bring about that lake of fire. That's that judgment brought upon Babylon. Brought upon spiritually Edom, spiritually Egypt, spiritually Sodom, which is America, man. The only judgment left for this place is thermonuclear fire. The missiles, period. Go ahead.
And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again.
Yeah, and it shall fall and not rise again. Because you read in Isaiah chapter 13, it says this land is never going to be inhabited again. It says Babylon. the old Babylon is the land of Iraq, which you have people living in there and inhabiting over there. But this land, this defiled, wicked, disgusting land, America, is not going to be inhabited again once it get destroyed by them thermonuclear missiles through a third world war.
I got that word fall.
Go ahead.
The word is Nepal. It's Nepal. It's to fall, to lie, to be cast down, to fail, to fall of a violent death.
Of a violent death, like some thermonuclear missiles, man. Go ahead.
To fall prostrate, prostrate oneself before, to fall upon, attack, desert, fall away to go away.
Well, this place is going to be deserted. If you're not going to have any Arabians pitching tents here, no inhabitants of this land. You're just going to have wild desert animals in this place. This place is going to be deserted. There's nobody going to be here to build any buildings, to start any businesses or anything. This is going to be a deserted place. Go ahead.
Fall into the hands of, to fall short, to fail, to fall out, to turn out, result, to settle, to waste away.
To waste away. Then it said in the same book, Isaiah, I have created the waster to destroy. Talking about the thermonuclear missiles. So this place is going to be wasted away by the waster to destroy, man. Those missiles, which is the judgment, the indignation of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Go ahead.
Be offered, be inferior to lie, to prostrate, to cause to fall, fail, throw down, knock out, lay prostrate, to overthrow, to make a lot fall, assigned by lot, a portion by lot, to let drop, cause to fail,
That's cool.
fall, yeah. But it says, basically to make the lot fall, assigned by lot,
Yeah.
a portion by lot. That's this place.
Hey, that's this. Yeah, exactly. That's this place lot to fall by thermonuclear fire, man. It's that judgment for the daughter of Babylon to fall by thermonuclear fire. Isaiah 13, you know, Revelations 18. Go ahead.
Isaiah 24:21. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high.
Yeah, talking about Esau. He's the one ruling right now. He's the one on high. He's the one that got the power to change laws and everything. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth upon the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days shall they be visited.
Yeah, because you do have some Edomites that will escape the destruction because they have the money to, quote unquote, not get destroyed by that judgment. But they're going to be the first in slavery, pursuant to Psalms 149. You know, we're going to bind their kings and their noble ones in fetters of iron. Go ahead.
Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem.
And it's telling you the Lord is going to be amongst Mount Zion and Jerusalem. The Israelites, Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
And before his ancients gloriously.
Yep, and before his ancients gloriously. So the moral of the story is America is going to be destroyed. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, this is our punishment, not our rest. You know, but this place in overdid in a wickedness, so the Lord is going to judge this place. You know, like we read the definition of fall. Its lot is to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. So that's going to happen in that Third World War. And once that happens, the kingdom of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being joint heirs with the one who the world called Jesus Christ, you know, known as Yahushai. We're going to be joint heirs with him in his kingdom, which is our kingdom. It's the same, man, to where all the other nations are going to serve us. You got a precept?
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is Obadiah verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and and understanding out of the mount of Esau. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Yeah, may be cut off by slaughter. So at the end of the day, the so-called white man, reading the scriptures known as Esau or Edom, he gets no salvation. He's going to be cut off by slaughter, man. He's going to serve his term in slavery and then be exterminated. Good.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob,
The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you show violence against them, man. You have it in books. You have it on some videos. You bring it up on some documentaries. You prove, you know what I'm saying? You prove us right. You put your own proof out there why you should receive the judgment that you're going to receive. Go ahead.
for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Yep, shame shall cover you. So you've been on high right now, and the Lord's going to take you out of your power, man. Bring you back down to the base man, to the caveman that you once were, man. He's going to bring you back down low, and that shame is going to cover you. Because no matter how much you remember how good you was on high, you're never going to see that again. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
And thou shalt be cut off forever, man. And you're going to serve your term in slavery, and then you're going to be exterminated, man. You got any scriptures, any definitions?
No.
You know, so with that, we want to say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, double honors to the elders at GMS, bless the elect and the brothers out there teaching truth and sincerity, and death to America. Shalom.
Shalom.